everyone. This is Husker Eurocat welcoming you back to Madden 20 for the PC and the New York Jets franchise. This week, the Jets are tested by traveling to Jacksonville to tangle with the Jaguars. The Jags are at the bottom of the AFC South at 2-7, and coming off that blowout of the Patriots last week, the Jets need to guard against being a little overconfident going into this game. And now, I know that Jags are having a bad season, but anything can happen on the football field. Nick Foles is now their signal caller and is the number 7 passer in the league. But what's really surprising is that Jacksonville is dead last in the run game, which is really strange since they have Leonard Fournette as their top ball carrier. I don't quite get that, but let's roll with it. Bell may have a hard time finding running room again as their defensive front is outstanding, headlined by star Calais Campbell. Middle of the field may be the answer in the passing game because their corners are exceptional as well. Jalen Ramsey is at the top of his game, and throwing it his direction may be a mistake. The Jets are in first place in the AFC playoff race, so let's see if they can keep that going here tonight. Let's find out if New York can stay clear of the cat's claw as they tangle with the Jaguars here on the Football Freaks Sports Network. The Jaguars have the ball at their own 24-yard line to start out the game, and they try jet sweep to Marquise Lee, and it is a failure. Stopped in the backfield by Jamal Adams. 2nd and 11. The pass goes complete out to O'Shaughnessy, and he has a first down out to the 44 for a 21-yard gain. Foles back, passes over the middle to Dede Westbrook, and he's inside Jet territory at the 34. Leonard Fournette gets the call, goes up the middle. He's to the 25-yard line for a 9-yard pickup, and trying a jet sweep to the other side with Dede Westbrook has the same effect, only Copeland gets to stop this time. 3rd and 4. The pass goes out, and it's intercepted. Jamal Adams has it, and he's out in the clear. Nobody even close to him. Touchdown, Jets. What a way to start out this football game with a 76-yard pick six. Foles picked the wrong time to try to get to Fournette out on the wheel route because Adams was there and he was just waiting to take it back the other way. Now after a Jacksonville 3 and out, it's picked up by Carl Arsenault, making a nice little spin move at the 35 and out of bounds at the 46. Darnold now throws over the middle, complete. Le'Veon Bell makes that grab, and up the middle he goes to the 31-yard line. After a holding call on Joey Sanders, it's 2nd and 17. Caught on the boundary by Jakeem Grant, and that one is being reviewed. They're saying he had possession, but Jacksonville is challenging that. Not sure why, because the coach was standing right there. Well, there you have it. Jacksonville loses its first challenge and loses a timeout with it. The pass goes over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darnold well overthrew his intended target. Pinedo is on, and that is through the uprights, and it's 10-0 Jets. Now on 2nd and 7, can the Jaguars respond? Up the middle goes Fournette, and that is a first down out to the 42. 2nd and 7 again. The pass goes out to second-year man Tyree Brady. 2nd and 10 now in Jet territory. Fournette takes it out to the 36-yard line for a 9-yard pickup, 3rd and inches. John Kelly is stopped in the backfield by Ja'Kai Polite for his 10th tackle on the season. Or that's 10 tackles for losses on the season. Fournette goes up the middle on 4th down and 2. Gets the first down. Down to the 30. Now with a fresh set of downs. The screen pass goes out to Fournette. He's out of bounds at the 22. 2nd and 1. Foles is caught in the backfield by Ja'Kai Polite. His 5th sack on the season. 3rd and 11 now. The pass is almost intercepted. Down inside the 15, but that brings out Greg Zuerlein, and he pushes it to the right. So the 48-yard field goal is no good. Score remains 10-0 Jets. Darnold throws. Oh, it's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey has it, and he goes the distance into the end zone for Jacksonville. What did I say, folks, about throwing it Ramsey's direction? Oh, that never should have happened. Darnold has to be a whole lot more careful throwing it that direction. Now back to pass, and he is sacked. Josh Allen breaks through, gets him in the backfield, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter with your score 10-7 Jets. Out of the shotgun, Darnold back to pass, throws long, and it's intercepted. A.J. Bouye makes the grab. I think Darnold is trying to make up for that interception to Jalen Ramsey, and that is not the way to do it, folks. 1st and 10, Fournette up the middle. He gets out to the 15-yard line. 2nd and 5. Fournette again has the first down out past the 20-yard line. Out of the shotgun. The give again is to Fournette. He has the first down out to the 32. The running game working well for the Jaguars right now. The pass out to Kelly, and he is tackled at the 37. 3rd and 5. Foles quickly across the middle, completes it to O'Shaughnessy, and he is into New York territory at the 45. Pass goes out to Fournette, tackled by Tremaine Johnson at the 39. 3rd and 2. The pass goes deep, and it's incomplete. Brian Poole knocks it away. Tyree Brady just doesn't have a shot at it. Now Darnold goes across the middle to Rodgers. He has the first down out to the 39. Again, the pass goes to Jakeem Grant out to the 46. 2nd and 3. Darnold throws. Foster catches it inside Jaguar territory at the 36. On 2nd and 12, Darnold throws. Crowder catches it inside the 35. 3rd and 6. Grant makes the grab inside the red zone, and he's down and injured. It'll be interesting to find out what that injury is all about. And Bell fumbled the football. But hold on here, folks. This one is going to be reviewed by the booth this time. There you see Hewitt yank back on Bell, but it kind of looked like his knee was down before the ball came out. I'm going to say it's Jets ball, but let's find out what the referee says here.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
Just as I thought, it remains Jet football, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Let's go to Eurocat Baby with an injury update.
This is going to be bad news for the Jet faithful out there. New York may have just lost their first victim of the year to a back injury that may sideline him for the rest of the season. Jakeem Grant has suffered a possible ruptured disc. The doctors aren't saying how long they think he may be out, but said they have to take a closer look after an MRI is done of the lower back to determine next steps in his case. For now, it will be third-year receiver Robert Foster out of Alabama filling the role for the Jets.
Thank you for that report, and sorry about the technical difficulties, folks, but this is devastating news. The Jets were getting pretty used to him in the lineup at wideout and Quincy Enunwa handling the slot duties. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what direction the Jets finally go in. So the Jets retain possession here on 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Darnold throws complete to Herndon. Doesn't quite move the sticks. And on 3rd and short, it is incomplete to Quincy Enunwa. They go for it on 4th down, and Darnold picks up the 1st down himself. Now the throw is incomplete, but there's a flag. Defensive interference. That one was quite clear. Tavon Wilson Sr. grabbing on to Robert Foster, and that draws the flag. 1st and goal at the 1, and Bell punches it in the end zone. Touchdown, New York. That takes us into halftime with your score 17-7 Jets. Neither team has really asserted itself here in the first half, but the defenses have really played a huge role so far. Accountable for 14 of the 27 points on the board, they're making this a tough battle. Darnold isn't doing a great job of taking care of the football tonight, and that has to be a focus for him going forward in this game. Can he get that under control? To find out, stay with us because we'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back, everyone, to TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville for second half coverage of our game between the Jets and the home field advantage Jaguars. The Jags need to get their offense going if they're going to make a comeback in this one. So let's find out how it goes in the second half. The Jets start out the third quarter with the ball at the 25-yard line. The give is to Bell, and he gets stopped in the backfield. A 4-yard loss on the play. Darnold back to pass, goes long. It's complete out to Robert Foster. A 31-yard connection. And that puts them inside Jaguar territory. Darnold just gets rid of that in time. Crowder catches it at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 2. Bell gets the handoff, goes up the middle, and he has the 1st down to the 35. There on 2nd and 11, the pass goes out to Enunwa, and he is inside the red zone. Tackled at the 18-yard line. Darnold across the middle. That one's complete to Crowder. At the 13-yard line, 3rd and 5. Bell catches that one over the middle. 1st down and goal. Now on 2nd and goal. Darnold is dropped all the way back at the 19 by Anthony Zettel. 3rd and goal now. Darnold drops back, lets it fly. Complete to Foster inside the 10, but he cannot make it to the goal line. That brings out Eddie Pinedo, and he kicks it through for a 26-yard field goal. After a Jacksonville 3 and out, the Jets have it again. Bell goes up the middle, spins his way out to midfield. Darnold back to pass, throws, and this one is intercepted. Darian Thompson making the grab, And he's back out to midfield for the Jaguars. Darnold's passes are just off tonight. That one intended for Bell over the middle, and he tried to lead him just a little bit too far. 2nd and 8. Foles in the shotgun. Backs up just a little bit, throws over the middle, complete to Marquise Lee, and he picks up the first down. Now 2nd and 11. O'Shaughnessy, he's inside the 40 for a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4. Pass is dropped by Lee at around the 22-yard line, and that brings out Greg Zuerlein. He's good from 50 yards out. Now after a jet 3 and out, Foles is back to pass again. Throws complete on the sideline, out of bounds to Josh Oliver. That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter with your score 20-10 Jets. Foles alone in the backfield. Throws complete to Fournette. He has it down to the 24. 3rd and 3. The throw to the end zone. Bounces around and is incomplete. Brings Zuerlein out for a 41-yard field goal. It's up and good. 20-13 now. Darnold and company, can they drive the field? And the flag comes out.
Personal foul.
A face mask on Jalen Ramsey. Tried to grab a little bit too much face mask. Darnold back to pass, throws just in time out to Foster, and that is a first down to the 26. Bell bouncing his way forward and is finally tackled around the 21, but another flag comes out, and it's face mask again. This time against Darian Thompson. Jaguars just can't keep their hands off the grill. Now from the 8-yard line, up the middle and into the end zone goes Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the evening. And now the Jaguars have a lot of work to do. 27-13. Pass goes to O'Shaughnessy, and it's fumbled. Jamal Adams picks it up and is gone back the other way, all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. If I'm not mistaken, he is the one that made the hit on the play as well. Yep, right there. Oh my goodness, and he picked it up, ran it all the way back into the end zone. Dede Westbrook makes that catch over the middle to the 31. Finally tackled by Blake Cashman. On 4th and 4, they're going for it, but Foles can't get rid of the ball in time. Leonard Williams makes his 10th sack of the season. Now from the 21, Darnold and company. The give is to Le'Veon Bell. He's in the red zone to the 17. The give again is to Bell, and he's down to the 3. The inside of that Jaguar defense is really getting wore down. 2nd and goal, Grant to the 1, and he stays down. Not another injury. 2-yard run by Le'Veon Bell, and it's another touchdown. That's now touchdown number 3. And he's just a little bit happy over that one. Rolling over Kentrell Brothers that was laying on the goal line. And it's a touchdown, New York. 40-13 is your score now. Foles back. And that one's intercepted by Trumaine Johnson. I'm not sure what's going on tonight, but both quarterbacks are throwing a huge amount of interceptions. Darnold at the 36-yard line, gives off to Le'Veon Bell. He has it inside the 30-yard line. 2nd and 4. They give this to Bell again. Is stopped just before he gets to the sticks. 3rd and 1 out of the I formation. Bell through the middle of the line has the first down. From the 21-yard line, he gets the ball again. He fumbled it. It's recovered by Jake Ryan. That is Bell's 2nd fumble of the evening. And like I said, neither team is playing a very good keep away this evening. You can see there that Ryan had a full head of steam coming at Bell. Thus the fumble from the 20-yard line. Foles throws complete to D.D. Westbrook, and he gets hit by Jamal Adams. Avery Williamson down to the 2-yard line. I think someone needs to check that football. Maybe it has some grease on it or something, because they are doing a lot of stumbling, fumbling, and intercepting out there tonight. McGuire goes up the middle, can't get out of the backfield, and is tackled at the 4. 3rd and goal. And across the middle, incomplete. Jamison Crowder can't pull it in. Pinedo is on for a 21-yard field goal, and it's up and good. Now let's go to Eurocat, baby, for another injury update.
Well, we thought the first injury to Jakeem Grant was bad. We just found out that Corey Grant has suffered the same injury. A possible ruptured disc is going to take him out for the rest of the season. Again, the doctors can't be certain until they do an MRI tomorrow, but the preliminary report out of the Jet locker room isn't a good one. At this point, the Jets will have to choose between Eddie McGuire and Trenton Cannon as the second halfback in the depth chart.
Oh my goodness. This is definitely taking a wrong turn for the Jets. Grant will, without a doubt, be missed as backup for Bell. Eurocat, baby, has it right on the money. This is going to be a tough decision for New York. Next week should prove to be very interesting indeed to see who gets the upper hand in the depth chart. Now can Jacksonville put some points on the board before the end of the game? Foles back to pass, completes it out to Marquise Lee. He is gone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 75-yard touchdown pass. New York now playing their backups, and bless on Austin couldn't get a handle to knock that ball away from Marquise Lee, and he went the distance. Now Darnold throws complete to Crowder out to the 39. 3rd and 3. The ball is given to Bell. Up the middle he goes to the 28-yard line. Bell goes up the middle again. Big yardage to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 2. Darnold throws over the middle, and it's intercepted. Going back the other way, Willig is trying to catch DJ Sheldon, and he is all the way back into the end zone. Willig showed some pretty good speed for a big man, I'll tell you that. What I am having a hard time understanding is why Darnold is still in the ball game with the score being what it is. Time to get him out of there before he does something really silly. Oops, too late. Jacksonville is going for 2. Foles back to pass and is sacked. Morgan Fox gets to him. And with that, we're going to have an onside kick. Quincy Enunwa picks it up and is to the 39. And with that, the Jets just run out the clock. That is the end of your ball game. 43-26 is your score. What a sloppy ball game. And I don't mean that it was a muddy field. 9 turnovers in the game. It was hard to tell who really wanted the football in this one. Of one thing I am certain, the defenses came to play tonight. Kind of hard to tell by what you see on the scoreboard because 43-26 would indicate that the offenses were doing a pretty good job, right? Well, they did put up a lot of points, but the defenses scored 28 of those points. I wouldn't consider either quarterback performance to be worthy of any honors other than the Jets were able to pull off the win. Bell definitely did better in the second half than the first, so he did finish over the century mark for the night. Lots of thought will have to go into the Eddie McGuire, Trenton Cannon debate since McGuire only was able to gain 2 yards and 3 touches after Corey Grant went out of the game. I do have to say, though, that Robert Foster did have a good game after he took over for the injured Jakeem Grant. So it still remains to be seen how that injury is going to impact the offense of the Jets. Defensively, while Williamson and Cashman had wonderful performances, Jamal Adams was on fire tonight. A 78-yard pick six, a forced fumble recovered for a touchdown, another forced fumble on top of that, and still he had 5 tackles on top of that. If he doesn't win AFC Defensive Player of the Week, I don't know what would top that. His performance had to spur on the rest of the defense because Leonard Williams had 3.5 sacks in this game, so Nick Foles saw more of TIAA Bank Field than I'm sure he wanted to. Eddie Pinedo only missed 1 extra point this week, which is a vast improvement for him. And yes, indeed, Jamal Adams is your AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Like I said, it may have been worth all that money the Jets had to put out in order to keep him in New York for the foreseeable future. He plans on having a big game this next week, so I don't know if that means he could gain superstar X Factor development or not, but I can hardly wait to see. It's going to take a lot to get him there, but if it can be done, they have the right man to do it. We have our first look at our draft board for next season, and it looks as if defense should be a focus for the Jets, mainly in the line and possibly some good backup depth in the secondary. If New York keeps this pace for the season going, we could be picking pretty late in the round, so it may take a deal to move up a little. The first round isn't just littered with ends and tackles, so moving up in the first round might be needed in order to get someone really good. Guys like Pearson Duncan out of NIU and Melvin Matlock out of Okie State would fit the bill, but then there's Antoine Woodbury out of Temple as well. I just have a feeling that we're going to have to wait for the combine scores to make a good judgment call to see especially what their strength and speed is like. It should be exciting to see the kind of talent that's available in the later rounds for good value at some of the depth spots in the secondary, and that should open up here in the next few weeks. But for now, the Jets have a date in the desert with the Arizona Cardinals. Now in his sophomore campaign in the NFL, Kyler Murray has put up some pretty good numbers and has the number 6 offense in the league. The majority of that success is the running ability of David Johnson, so the run defense of the Jets, minus their star defensive tackle Quinnen Williams, since his injury is going to keep him out for another month or so, will need to find a way to corral him a bit. The defense, not counting the weaker line, is going to put Sam Darnold and the passing attack of the Jets to the test, as if that wasn't the case here in Jacksonville as well. That's going to do it here in Florida and bring an end to another episode of the New York Jets franchise here on the Football Freaks Sports Network. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and remember to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications of new videos as they come out. Once again, the Jets defense had an outstanding night. The offense had its issues behind the poor play of Sam Darnold. Question is, can he bounce back against a defensive secondary that shows, on paper anyway, to be a little better than what we saw here tonight from the Jaguars? One of the keys will be the running game with the injury to backup Corey Grant. The Jets have a big choice ahead of them, so how will that impact the offensive production? To find out how successful New York can be, plan on being with us as the Jets travel to State Farm Stadium and a showdown with the Cardinals. And until then, for Eurocat Baby and the rest of the crew here, this is Husker Eurocat saying so long for now, and have a good day, everyone.